Hello, we are Group 5 and this is our Project 4 in which we dived in to research a current world startup company. We chose to research Nuro, an up and coming autonomous food delivery robot that is really exciting.
Nuro is a private company and their mission is to accelerate the benefits of robotics for our everyday life. They are the leading autonomous delivery company. Nuro was founded in 2016 by Dave Ferguson and Jia Chun Zhu, and their headquarters are located in Mountain View, California. This is the link to their website where you can find out more about them and keep up with what they are doing and how they are improving people's lives.
So, moving into the company activity, I want to talk a little bit about their products/services, and their service is driverless delivery, and the product is developed self-driving vehicle pods for local delivery, and they transport groceries, meals, consumer products, and packages. Also, R2 vehicles used to deliver medical supplies for COVID-19 patients in California. They're known as efficient, electric, and fully autonomous. It delivers life's needs at a price anyone can afford. And their product is autonomous Toyota Priuses powered by Nuro's self-driving software and hardware, and that aids companies in delivering goods to consumers quickly, affordably, and safely. And then moving on to target customers/market, they target retail grocery companies who want to boost their online presence to stay competitive. And they also target tech-savvy shoppers who prefer contactless delivery because of its efficiency. Moving on to distribution channels, Nuro uses a direct relationship with their customers. The customers' groceries and markets buy the self-delivering cars to them independently and then sell their own services too. And the market for self-delivering pods is quite small with not many substitutes and usually local to entrepreneurial teams, which equals a non-traditional barrier.
To gauge the uniqueness of our startup Nuro, we analyzed the need for the service that this startup provides and analyzed potential competitors in the current market. Nuro's co-founder Dave Ferguson stated that Americans alone spend 60,000 lifetimes every year on trips for shopping and other errands. So, we created a self-driving vehicle made especially for delivery to give people more time to spend doing the things they love. From this statement, it is reasonable for us to conclude that there is a largely untapped grocery pickup market with much potential for innovation. In analyzing the market, we came up with three potential current competitors for Nuro. The company most similar in service provided is Starship, an autonomous food delivery service robot as pictured in the bottom right. While this company provides a service really similar to Nuro, Starship is only capable of small orders and can only deliver to customers within walking distance. Our second competitor we identified was Waymo, a Google-sponsored driverless taxi service. While this service is also perfecting a driverless road vehicle AI like Nuro, they appear to focus primarily on taxi services rather than grocery deliveries. Our third identified company, GoPuff, rivals Nuro in the way that they offer immediate grocery deliveries of any size. However, this company differs from Nuro in the way that they use regular drivers rather than autonomous vehicles to deliver groceries. While all three of these companies provide similar services to Nuro, it is still fair to say that the market for grocery deliveries is still largely untapped, as most people still drive to get groceries themselves.
Nuro's business model is built on top of digital-enabled industries such as the e-commerce industry and the grocery delivery industry. Nuro takes advantage of the growing online presence by partnering with retailers who will use Nuro's vehicles to serve their customers. The partnerships are a great way to generate revenue for Nuro, as Nuro charges the customer a delivery fee for each order placed using this service. These partnerships are also a great way to advertise their service. And a couple of examples, in December of 2018, Nuro partnered with Kroger in Scottsdale, Arizona, and this was the first autonomous delivery service to appear in the grocery industry. A year later, Nuro partnered with Walmart in Houston, Texas, to deliver groceries to Walmart customers through the use of these vehicles.
So for the financing portion of Neuro, they just first off have some very basic capital costs, like building these robots. They're not cheap, and they also have to train employees how to maintain and repair them, as well as train them how to develop new robots and how they work. They also have to like buy a website, domain name, develop the website. They have to have the office building and some pretty basic advertisements that they must spend money on. As far as investors, in 2018, during their Series A investment stage, they were able to raise $92 million from a company called Greylock and Gorong Capital. During their Series B investment, they were able to raise $940 million from a Japanese company called SoftBank Vision Fund. This was in 2019. And this is the same. SoftBank is, they also invested in like other popular companies like Uber Eats, um, Grubhub, those type of things. So it's very, this company is very well invested in. What they plan on doing this, they've said that they are going to like expand their company, so they're going to hire more employees. Currently, they have around 300 to 400 employees, as well as like developing a new version of their robot, expanding areas and locations of where they provide their service, and stuff like that.
The estimated annual revenue for Nuro is around $40 million. The revenue streams are based off on a delivery system, which is around $5.95 per delivery in the R1 test, which is like their first model and make of the delivery service. The cost structure, it's more of a cost-driven business, so some of the major costs concerns with like manufacturing the delivery cars, so that's production and manufacturing fees, and then paying workers and electricity.
The future of Nuro. There are many industry and environmental trends that give Nuro an advantage in the market and give them a potential to grow. For example, as we are currently focused on dealing with climate change, there's a push for clean transportation, and Nuro's vehicles are electronically powered. COVID-19 has also given Nuro an advantage, as there is a need for contactless delivery. In fact, it is considered an essential service in Houston, Texas, where they have partnered with Walmart. The number of deliveries in Houston has tripled since quarantine. There's also a change in consumer behavior as there's a shift towards online ordering. Nuro capitalizes on the social trend by forming deep partnerships with retailers and e-commerce platforms who want to increase their digital presence. However, some threats that Nuro faces are that its business model is dependent on regulatory changes and being able to obtain permits to test their vehicles. For now, they are good. In fact, in February of 2020, they received an exemption from the U.S. National Highway Traffic Safety Administration to deploy up to 5,000 vehicles on the highway over the next 2 years without certain requirements or equipment necessary that are normally necessary for passenger vehicles.
In the future, Nuro hopes to hire more advanced engineers and personnel, increase the quantity of self-driving cars, expand its services to new locations around the country and internationally, continue to develop the technology to better service their partners as well as new avenues of artificial delivery systems, create more partnerships with companies who would thrive with the addition of their autonomous delivery systems, and they are also considering expanding to college campuses